Sierra Leone's national swimming team has been described as the fastest improving team just after the Zone 2 competition in Ghana. Sierra Leone Association of Women in Journalism, in collaboration with the Association of Freelance Journalists in Kenya, has organized a one-day training on open data. Ombudsman for the Republic of Sierra Leone on an awareness tour. Now for the full news with Maria Tudukure.
Hello and welcome to NewsWatch Online TV News Hour with me, Maria Tudukure. The Sierra Leone Association of Women in Journalism, SLAWIJ, in collaboration with the Association of Freelance Journalists in Kenya, has organized a one-day training in celebration of International Open Data Day on the theme I Am Generation Equality, Realizing Women's Right Through Data Journalism. The training was held at National Youth Commission's Conference Room, Stadium Swimming Pool. Howard Dauda has more details.
As a way to bring out actual figures on gender-based and domestic violence in the country, the Sierra Leone Association of Women in Journalism has organized a one-day training for journalists. Wani Kamau, President Association of Freelance Journalists in Kenya, speaks more about the training.
So the training came about because we were celebrating International Open Data Day, and the training is about empowering journalists on them getting data skills and being able to use skills in data so that they can be able to tell their stories. And data journalism is all about using facts and figures to tell your story so that your story is more credible and more factual. So achieving my biggest achievement, or what I'd like to see, is as many journalists in Freetown, in Sierra Leone, the whole of Sierra Leone, being able to use data, the official statistics from the Stats Sierra Leone and other sources of data. So if they can be able to use that, then that will have achieved a lot, because then our stories will not be hearsay, it will not be she said, he said, it will be factual stories. Yeah, the experience was amazing because we learned from each other and also learned that there is no gender-based violence data that is available publicly. You have to go asking for from institutions. And also I learned that Stats Sierra Leone does not have the gender-based violence data specific, which is, we need to ask why. And I also learned that the court systems here, they give court cases on gender-based violence are done on Saturdays, which we need. I realized that people want privacy, but something needs to be done.
Journalists who were part of the training had this to say about the training.
Well, today I learned a lot from this training. That the training was basically data journalism, how as a journalist you should report with figures, which is very, very important. You using figures to do your stories and tell the story much more better for your listeners or your viewers to understand better.
Well, I've learned a lot, especially when they taught us about data journalism. In Sierra Leone here, for us journalists, at first we don't take mathematics that important, but through this training I've learned that we need to know how to, we need to go through mathematics. So at the end of the day, when we are giving out our data, we will give out substantial data that will show really the real things of what you are doing.
Reporting for NewsWatch Online TV, I am Howard Dauda.
Sierra Leone Bar Association on Wednesday, 4th of March 2020, visited the Judiciary of Sierra Leone and made a donation of equipment as a preparation to prevent the occurrence of the coronavirus in the country. Mariam Amaya Bangora has more details.
The Sierra Leone Bar Association is a voluntary association of legal practitioners practicing law in Sierra Leone, with the aim to promote the administration of justice in the country. The association's visit to the Judiciary of Sierra Leone was to protect their colleagues and the clients going to the law court building by donating equipment like hand wash materials, buckets, sanitizers, and thermometers as a way to be in a better position not to encounter or fall victim of the present coronavirus. Robert KOWA is the president of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. Let's go for more details from him.
Building the judiciary as a whole and taking into consideration the present crisis in the world with respect to the coronavirus, we deem it necessary that we intervene and we try to lead a sensitization campaign, especially with members of the Bar Association, the judiciary, and the public in general as to precautionary measures so that we'll be in a better position not to encounter or fall victim of the present virus. In that respect, we'll start our campaign by making donations to the judiciary, which by extension, we are going to come out with a statement to the general bar so that each and every barrister registered and practicing in Sierra Leone will replicate same in his or her chambers or place of work. We are also inviting the general public to join us in this sensitization campaign and preventive measures so that we would take the necessary steps as to avoid any calamity of this nature in our society, especially as we've experienced during the Ebola scourge. We know what it cost us, we know what was done to our economy, and we are not in a position at this stage of a struggling economy to sit by and allow that to happen.
The judiciary of Sierra Leone appreciated their concern and thanked them in return for such idea.
I want to assure you that it will be put into use immediately, and we're going to see how at least not only these courts, but at least some of our courts in Freetown will also benefit from this. And for me, it's what you have done is exemplary. It shows that you not only care about justice issues, but you also care about the welfare of people. So I want to say thank you, and I want to assure you that it will be put into good use immediately.
Reporting for NewsWatch Online Television, I am Marian Amaria Bangura.
Magistrate Star Kekura of Pandemba Road Court No. 4 in Freetown, Sierra Leone, has charged 13 students of the Muslim Congress Secondary School in the eastern part of Freetown. Saidu Sise, Musa Kamara, Yusuf Jallo, Dominic Kaloko, Akim Kamara, Sharif Koroma, and 7 others were all fined 100,000 leones each on 3 count charges of riotous conduct contrary to Section 12A of the Amendment Act No. 15 of 1973. This report was compiled by Audrey John and read in the studios by Howard Dauda.
The particulars of offense states that the 12 accused persons was found with 1 pink-colored handled kitchen knife without lawful authority, and it states that the 13 accused person along Model Junction, Circular Road, Freetown, was caught carrying offensive weapon with 20 empty stout pints, 1 empty white vodka bottle, 2 broken stout bottles, and 1 green-colored broken bottles without reasonable excuse. All the accused plead not guilty except accused number 6, who plead guilty to the charges. Magistrate Sakekura stated that because this is the first time appearing before him, accused persons 1 to 11 were fined 100,000 leones each, and accused number 12 and 13 were fined 350,000 each. Reporting for NewsWatch Online TV, I am Howard Dauda.
The Stop Sierra Leone organization and the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, in a bid to celebrate the International Women's Day, held an event at the Faith Preparatory School, Bar Street, Brookfields, Freetown. Mariam Sahid has more details on the story.
The United Nations began celebrating International Women's Day in the International Women's Year 1975. In 1977, the United Nations General Assembly invited member states to proclaim March 8 as the UN Day for Women's Rights and World Peace. The International Women's Day date was moved to March 8 in 1913. It was a day aimed to help nations worldwide eliminate discrimination against women. It also focused on helping women gain full and equal participation in global development. The acting principal of Walsh Memorial Junior Secondary School, ANTOINETTE, started by naming the national theme for this year's International Women's Day celebration, which is Each for Equal. She went on to say that women should not make the mistake to think that they can do without men, as whatever opinion they bring on the table matters. She also said that self-esteem, love, and integrity are potentials women should have.
Our self-confidence and our self-esteem, and believe in ourselves and love for ourselves. How many of us believe in ourselves, will look at ourselves and really nod our head and say, oh, I love myself? How many women? That love that you will have for yourself will cause you to extend it to your sister. In other words, you will never betray a sister who believe in you, confide in you, and always trust in you. If you have that love, you will never believe and you never betray a sister. Remember, we are bound to hurt each other. Even the closest friends, you are bound to hurt each other. But that love and self-esteem and integrity comes into play in spite of that hurt, in spite of that bad feelings. I will always keep your secrets. I will never betray you by letting out your secrets. If you do that, you don't have love. Because the Bible and the Quran has made us to know that love conquers everything. Yes. It is because of love you will see your husband with another woman. He comes and cajoles you or fool you with a gift. You accept him and you forgive him. Is that not love? Yes. So why can't we believe in ourselves, develop that love, and have it to our fellow sisters? If we learn to believe and trust ourselves, we will vote for our sisters when they are being vying for positions of leadership.
Chief Superintendent of Police, Head of Operational Policy and Planning, Sierra Leone Police, MIRA DUMBUYA, was also at the event and started by commending women in the society. According to MIRA, leadership is for human and women are humans. Therefore, let the world at large encourage women to make the world a better place.
What are they trying to tell us? That our brain or our IQ are not high? We got man in positions. Are we not strong enough? Would a man challenge a woman that they are strong enough? You are not. A woman carries pregnancy for 9 months. A woman labors in pain to bring children in the world. We are strong. We are resilient. We are firm. We are disciplined. We have integrity. That's a woman for you. Which simply implies that we can do whatever they can and even better. Because when a woman carries a position, you don't see them finding men around to waste money. No. When a woman carries position, they do the work they are given to the best of their ability. So if the government and the world are serious to make improvement in Sierra Leone, in the world, they should give positions to women. Because women can do it better. And that's not because I'm a woman, but it is evidential that women can do it better.
For NewsWatch Online TV, I am Mariam Sahid.
The Ombudsman of the Republic of Sierra Leone on an awareness tour visited the Minister of Information and Communications, Mohamed Rahman Souare, on the 10th of March 2020. To know the outcome of the meeting, let's take a look.
Just a number of series of meetings that I make together with team from the Ombudsman office to talk about what we do at the office of the Ombudsman and how it relates to government, ministries, departments and agencies such as yours. In short, the Office of the Ombudsman is a creature of the Constitution of Sierra Leone at Section 146. the office is provided for. And the mandate given to the office in that section is for the office to investigate complaints made to it regarding ministries, departments and agencies in relation to how these entities and MDAs, of course, and I mean essentially everybody who receives their salary from the consolidated fund is subject of the Ombudsman's mandate. Our mandate, as I said, is to receive these complaints insofar as they relate to maladministration and injustice in these institutions. So we have the Ombudsman Act number 2 of 1997, which is a working document, and in that act those issues are set out in detail. That is to say, injustice and maladministration. And in relation to your ministry, you will agree with me and all the other ones as well, these are issues that come up on a day-to-day basis. So just as you have the Anti-Corruption Commission dealing with issues to do with corruption, it is our business to deal with all issues administratively that happen in ministries, departments and agencies. So there are two main areas which I'll run through quickly, which concerns us. And the first one is we look at issues that are defined as injustice in these institutions. So injustice in the Act is defined as hardship, detriment or grievance occasioned by any inequitable treatment, whether legally or otherwise. The importance of this definition here is that what we call injustice may not be exactly what is the ordinary man's interpretation of injustice. So in other words, when it comes to the office of the Ombudsman, you might take a decision which is correct.
And pledge the support of this ministry. If there's any way we can work together on this, we will be more than willing to support your initiatives. You are quite progressive. So I hereby now request the Deputy Secretary to liaise with your team and organize a meeting for you with the rest of staff. I don't have to be there, Mamadi does not have to be there, because probably when we are there, that might inhibit free.
A very smart man.
That might inhibit free speech and what have you. So I really like to honestly and sincerely encourage you to move on that. So Mr. DS, this is the directive to work with the Ombudsman's office to facilitate that meeting.
Remember, you are watching NewsWatch Online TV News Hour with me, Maria Tudukuri. Do not forget to subscribe and follow us on our YouTube page and our Facebook page, which are both NewsWatch Online TV News Hour SL. Now we go for a quick break. Welcome back. You're still watching NewsWatch Online TV News Hour with me, Maria Tudukuri, and now it's time for sports. Dolphins, the Sierra Leone national team, has been described as the fastest improving team in the just concluded 7th CANA Africa Zone 2 Swimming Championship in Accra, Ghana. The competition was held at the Bukum International Pool at the Trust Sports Emporium from the 5th to the 8th of March 2020. The competition was divided into two events: indoors, which took place at the Bukum International 50-meter pool, and open water swimming at the Aqua Safari Resort in Ada, Ghana. To know more about the performances and the competition, let's join Hawa Dauda on NewsWatch Special.
Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone. Mesdames et messieurs, report to the call room.
We also going to take about some hour viewing what's natural environment looks like. We have the best water of all. It's very clean. You can drink it. It's well tested at international standards. And also officials. So comparing this event to the previous event, how talk about the organization? I can't say no more, but I can say that we have done well in the last week because you use the world-class environment to host ours. Even though they had let me say, a complex. They couldn't match it because of the fact that the ambience that we have is much more at the level standard which is a world class. We use a world class facility at the Comomerate Forum. Only 5 of that is in the world. That technology, 5 of that in the world. And today we have Aqua Safari, the cleanest water for open water. You can drink the water and it's so clean. If you fetch it, you see it's like a pool water. So you see how we evolve.
Almost all the events are first timers for me participate in all the events.
Now you get 2 swimmers that will come out from Senegal. I'm waiting at the timing and waiting at the implementation.
Yeah, the time is really encouraging because I see vast improvements in their time, and I hope say in the future we expect much from them.
Now you say during the competition at the KOWA International Pool before CANA this open water, we say swimmers they come first, they come second at the heat. But when it comes to the timing, we always make count.
Yes, as you can see, as you rightly see, and at the indoor swimming, all the swimmers they swim at the young category. Yes, you see it's 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4. One week in the it's 4, and they can get the best time out of the rest, and you get from March to then 1 and then time. The way you know hit 3, you get better time closer to the one they waiting at the final hit. So now by stage, and for example, like the freestyle swim, you get the one they waiting in 22, 23, and for the one they waiting it's for you get 25, 26 and upwards. So now by category they swim the hits.
Now one go and say well, not do well na the indoor. Then now don't can on the very big. According to rating at the depths, they say we swim for 2 hours. The swimmers will swim for 2 hours.
Well, it not necessarily means that you for swim 2 hours to get the kilometer. Maybe 1.5 kilometer, 2 kilometer, up to 5 kilometers. Depending how you swim fast, then you can able to do the kilometer. It not necessarily means say now 2 hours compulsory to swim below the 2 hours, or you swim above that. It depends on the speed.
Joshua, come on, Senegal for carry represent Salon. That's what tell me that feeling.
Happy for current President Salon. One of the strokes.
So how much strokes you do now this competition?
I do like 8.
So I be talent.
I was tough. So but I tried my best.
So how tough was it?
Very tough. Because it was direct finals.
So what's your best time?
My best time in butterfly is 1:11. 1 minute point 11. And 50 time is 29.31. And this side is 27.31. Back is 37.
Are you qualified for the Tokyo? So what stroke are you going to do?
I don't know. I think butterfly of this time. I need to add that when I see my performance.
Okay, now you are going to participate in the open water swimming. Start to tell us about it.
I used to do it in Senegal for relaxation.
Titi, come on, Senegal, the current business. Start for telling you experience so you get to this competition, because according to the Salon delegation, I get more experience on this competition for being so although I'm not try as all and I know we made that, but I tried my best because my first competition we are so you 800, how you be talented? Because I see you be there. It's so difficult because I'm the first time posting 800. I'm not posting 800, so I find it difficult. Yeah. So who's it not be the best? I mean, wow. Yeah. So let's make my best because time. qualify for the Africans? Okay, I mean, you qualify for the Olympics. Yeah, I qualify for the Olympics. So now we get to see the swim in summer. You get for the butterfly. I do maybe Africa. Maybe I will go for freestyle or butterfly. So tell me, they go beat this time when they're right now. Yes! Yes!
Thanks for watching NewsWatch Online TV News Hour with me, Maria Tudukwe. Till next time. Bye.